oh, you look good. I'm thinking, nah, I just got some sun.
I was totally thinking I should have been laying
pasty
out
white,
on Sunday.
you know, like,
yeah, no.
nobody wants to see that.
A little glow is
goes a
fixes
long way.
everything. It does.
It's a great
Probably
way to
makes
lie.
your blue eyes pop.
Exactly. Totally. That's what it's all about. I'm like, give me that sun so my blue eyes can pop.
Yes, absolutely.
Ironically, the sun kills my blue eyes. Like,
do you
if
have
I'm outside without
sensitive eyes 'cause they're
sunglasses, dude,
blue?
I'm like water running out of my eyes. Oh, yeah. Super sensitive.
I feel like lighter eye colors are sensitive.
That's what I'm going with.
Or just white people. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's white folk. We're not built for this.
Listen, I used to do daycare, and the white kids would always burn, and the brown kids, they did okay out there.
Listen, that's a whole nother podcast we could definitely do. But I watched a podcast on it.
Shush it.
It's a real thing.
Listen.
So they actually found that out during COVID when they were talking about people like getting vitamin D and all the absorbing in the sun.
Think about when you're locked in the house, you're not getting it.
Yep. Definitely another podcast, not for the Finley Show.
Okay. What could we talk about if we had
we need an off-the-grid podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. An underground podcast to support the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys listen?
Listen.
I could only imagine. Joe Rogan, watch out.
Yeah. 20 million downloads. We're right behind them, baby. Let's go.
We're coming for you.
It's funny you say that. Speaking of Joe Rogan, like one of the craziest things we watched this weekend was UFC 300. I don't know if anybody else watched it.
That was a lineup.
That's like
the girl fights were crazy. The boy fights were crazy.
That's like a drip of the lineup. The thing started at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And there was name fights and fighters all the way till the main event at like 10
o'clock.
o'clock.
Till after dinner.
Well, only the last 5 were pay-per-view. And so like the undercard was like the equivalent of a regular pay-per-view normally.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Dang, I missed it.
And the main event was completely stolen by the BMF title fight. I don't know if anybody else watched this or not, but watch this fight. Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway put on one of the craziest fights I've ever seen. And it ended, like this was a brawl. It ended, watch this when it reels back here. This is the last 10 seconds. This fight's over.
Chin check.
Oh, good night.
Holy.
The whole fight was like that. The whole fight was crazy.
They went into fight. Like there
unbelievable.
Was not...
Like, listen, I don't know that it was the best
the
fight
guy got
ever.
his nose broken.
Oh, yeah.
But it was one of the craziest finishes ever because Max Holloway had already won the fight. Like, he dominated most of that fight. And he decided to go stand in the middle of the ring and trade punches.
That chin.
Crazy.
You get that chin just right, and look at it just drops you. Oh, what about this? 3 minutes, 15 seconds in the first round.
That dude on the right is scary. I don't like his weird shorts.
Well,
I feel like if you're that scary, you shouldn't wear weird shorts.
The unkickable area.
That's plenty there.
And says, let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go. And what? Not even probably 4 seconds later?
Yeah. It was amazing.
Chin check.
Yeah.
Knockout.
That dude looked like he had no business in there with him. The other guy was a former champ, never lost. He got injured. Like
crazy.
The fans went wild.
Yeah. Crazy fights, top to bottom.
Joe Rogan, wild.
Joe Rogan's always
stirs
wild.
up the scene.
Yeah. So,
but
anyway, you guys saw the fight. Man, I don't know. I feel like Gaethje and Holloway stole the card.
Yeah.
Like it was unbelievable, and that's for the BMF. Do you know what BMF stands for?
No. I just watch them and go see
bad
them for...
mother.
Oh, that makes sense.
And
that makes sense.
Max Holloway says he's going to change it to blessed man forever or something.
Come
on.
on.
So that's the BMF title, and it was very appropriate. And I feel like it stole the actual title fight's glory a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it was a longer fight, so you're kind of engaged in it longer.
Yeah. And there were a couple of 3-round fights.
I mean, literally it was 3 minutes, first round.
There were some 3-round fights earlier in the night that I wish were 5-round. They were that good. Like, it was crazy.
The girls got pretty gnarly, too.
True. And my poor, sweet Holly Holm got beat up.
So, there was
she got beat up bad. She's like the sweetest, nicest lady.
I watched an interview of her this morning.
She's so nice and wholesome, and then she got her ass beat.
I had been training. She's like, got in there and did nothing I trained for.
So we got some chat here.
That was kind of cool. That she just, say like shit. She She won me.
Anyways, Kyle Zeller, former employee here.
Spit it out, Argonda.
Is in the chat and says, I could mollywop any of these dudes on a Chick-fil-A Sunday. I'm a scrapper, man. I bite and stuff like
you're the
Tyson
nastiest.
style.
You're the nastiest 140-pounder I've ever known.
Chick-fil-A Sunday means you're not even in the ballpark.
He's funny.
Pal.
Yeah.
Good luck, Kyle.
Yep, Kyle's a dog.
We wish you luck.
He was one of our more fun talents to come through our social media
we probably have about
world.
20 videos of him because he was just that good. He
Hope
actually
he's doing
kidnapped
good.
somebody on this road over here.
I'm surprised the police didn't get called. So, so anyway, crazy weekend, and then the Masters was going on. Like, you wouldn't know it, but someone else won the Masters.
I don't even know who.
You mean this guy didn't win?
No.
Oh.
So this is, I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Always this sneaky
Yeah, who's he shaking hands with?
So
Anyway.
he's just shaking hands with a guy, but there's a tree there, and so there have been so many
speculations.
Like shaking a tree.
Like jokes. They're like, this is Tiger Woods.
Yeah, get it?
This is Tiger telling nature I drive an electric car, or this is the scene from Happy Gilmore where he's like, hey, we're going to Sizzler later, So,
well,
but anyway,
and then
the talk was all about Tiger all weekend, but
great.
yeah.
But this stole the show.
There's the actual champ. I believe that was his second win in 3 years.
Dang.
And he got the green jacket, which leads to one of my favorite Happy Gilmore quotes of all time.
Say it.
Red jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Well, the golfers won't like that, but yeah.
But that plays right into that whole thing where they're trying to win the gold jacket and Shooter McGavin's messing with Happy and
loses that.
Basically 90% of my golf dialogue comes from Happy Gilmore. So.
Dude, it's that one movie that you watch no matter how many times you've seen it and it's on. It makes you laugh.
It's hilarious. The funniest part
is
the
boys love it. We love it.
It's wildly inappropriate in some parts. But my
and it's
daughter
so retarded.
loves Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. She loves them. Pixels, Happy Gilmore, more serious ones. She loves them.
And I feel like his movies always are they're always good movies.
Hey, you ever seen Click?
Have not.
Listen, I watched it with my daughter, and I fell asleep right at the sad part. And I was like...
Is it a cartoon?
I was so sad. It's about he gets this magic remote, and it controls time, and then he realizes...
I have to watch it.
So I wake up, and he's dying, and his kids are around him, and I'm like, my daughter's crying, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so sad.
What's happening to Adam?
Yeah.
What?
Crazy.
No, we can't have sad movies from him. What the world?
That's why he fell asleep.
Well, I fell asleep before that, but...
Oh.
I've been trying to do this morning gym thing, and by about 7 o'clock, dude, I am whooped. Struggling to stay awake. So
we'll have gym early and then practice after.
It's just a trade-off. I was telling somebody the other day, it's just a trade-off. You either cut off your nights or you cut off your mornings. Yeah. And so, unfortunately...
morning it is for right now. Mm-hmm. Well, you'll be back in the swing of things.
Super pumped. I'm really enjoying it.
It'll become normal. 2 weeks to change a habit.
So, but anyway, and we got all kinds of crazy other stuff going on. I know that you don't watch the news.
Listen.
Did you know that Christy doesn't watch the news?
I do not. I do. And I feel like you're going to ruin my day right now.
She chooses to just not know about things.
It doesn't even come up on my feed. It doesn't even come up on my feed because I do not engage.
But... I don't know if you saw this, and I don't even want to get into the politics of it or whatever else. Everyone knows there's war in the Middle East. This doesn't even look real. This looks like it's from a video game or something. Iran attacked Israel.
Wild.
So they fired 300 rockets or missiles or drones or whatever.
Look at how they're just
flying
fake. Around.
It doesn't look real. It looks like if we were watching some movie, a sci-fi movie or something, and that is the real world today. Not right this second, but modern time.
Think about what
it's like Asteroids, the game Asteroids,
Listen, I guess. I don't remember Asteroids this way.
What was the old movie with those little characters that flew around?
Yeah. But anyway, that
sounds scary anyway.
Yeah. No, well listen,
I could have went my whole day without knowing that.
So that is happening in the world right now in 2024. We're sitting here worried about selling cars and doing this, and somebody had to worry about 300 rockets getting intercepted one morning.
No.
And then what's weird is they knew the attack was coming.
Well, how do you prepare for that? I mean,
it was like they discussed it a couple days beforehand, and so it's just such a weird dynamic.
None of it's making sense.
It's so weird. Anyway.
Scripted.
So now that I ruined your day.
Listen, I can't even change it, so I don't even want to know about it.
So I get in my car and immediately turn on like a podcast that's talking about modern issues and things and whatnot, and can't wait to tell somebody about it. And Christy's like, I don't ever want to hear that again.
Don't say it. I get in and like, shiny, happy people. You know, that's my jams. I do not even listen to podcasts.
And then I like to walk up with a big needle and burst your bubble.
Yeah. I'm always like, don't tell me. And then he tells me anyways.
Listen, you got to know. Truth matters.
Yeah, I know. You're going to probably save my life one day with all this truth that you give me because everyone else knows I don't want it.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think you're probably smarter for not paying attention to it, but I don't know.
I probably sleep better at night.
You probably do sleep better at night.
Because if I watched it, I'd be like, family, come. We're going to wait in the bomb shelter.
So this is a really like bad admission, but like I wake up like this morning, grab my phone, head to the kitchen, start doing my thing, and I immediately turn on a podcast as I'm wandering around.
What?
And most of the time in the gym, podcast.
Listen, have you ever heard what I say about the first 10, 15 minutes in the morning?
No.
Do not touch your phone. Just zone out.
I think I woke up with mine.
Let your mind rest for at least 5 to 10 minutes. When your alarm goes off, give yourself 5 minutes to just sit there and
So you know how like
rest.
the algorithm, like when that got suggested for me, I was just like, nope. It's probably first thing in the morning. I was like, nope.
No.
Yeah.
I just had this conversation with all the kids.
So what's funny is yesterday, when I'm running around my daughter, like on a Sunday, I really don't need anybody else. So I'd leave my phone in the car, leave my phone in, we went to Culver's.
Really be engaged.
And I enjoy it. But then like regular days, my phone, we're sitting here right now, I got like.
You're like freaking out.
9 messages come in. Some guy called right before we started.
Yeah.
Like. My phone never stops. So.
No, it's kind of scary. I was actually talking to the Interact kids about this because we as adults allow it to happen to us. But the scary thing is that our children are in that space as to, they get up in the morning, they're checking their phone. I mean, literally parents can make or break their day with a text in the morning like, did you do this, blah, 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 or hey, good morning, have a good day. Like, it's literally nonstop.
So let me ask you this. Who thinks the phone is making their kids happier? Who? Does anybody? Anybody like, man, my kid life, so much better with that phone. But
no, you
here
know
we
what
are.
Our problem is?
Nobody can take the phone away from anyone.
Do you want to know why? We're so crazy that unlike our parents who didn't know where we were half the time and couldn't get a hold of us 24/7, we panic if we cannot find our kid.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you just ran. You had a good time. You came home. It was fine.
I may feel differently about it when it's my daughter, but with my son, I'm like, son, please don't do anything stupid. I'm going to bed. Please don't piss me off.
But if you need to find him, he's very easy. He's accessible.
For sure.
Our parents, we could be gone for hours.
I was gone for hours.
We'd be in trouble, though.
Yeah.
You literally couldn't talk to your boyfriend because you had to wait for the phone to be available, your mom and dad not to need it. You had to hide in the corner. And now, they are attached 24/7.
We're really aging ourselves with your MTV cup. And but I remember, call me, right? I'll be right by the phone. So you won't even hear it ring. I'll be like, wait.
Yes. How excited were you when you got a pager?
I don't know.
And the girlfriend was like, hello. Text the hello.
I had a pager for a very short period of time. I wasn't a big fan. I think I got it secondhand from somebody else.
I was stoked. I thought I had control over my boyfriend.
Yeah, you did
But
not.
I said hello and he didn't call back. So
yeah. It was a good time when you found somebody with a pager. You could reach them, you know?
Yeah.
I always tell a story. I remember, you had to know who and what friend group had a cell phone so you could reach that one to find out where everybody was.
Who remembers how big the cell phones were? Like the car phones. It was like
I remember car phones.
The big brick.
Yeah, and it was hooked on to.
One of my favorite
things. You had to have an antenna outside
is
the
to
car.
watch 80s movies where the big baller guy's got that huge phone in his car and he's driving around.
Hey, that was me, Shane.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
That was me in my Porsche. I'm telling you, I had that phone.
Was it as big as your arm almost?
And it was connected to a cord.
Yeah. Like you watch Zach
Just
Morris
like at home.
Yes.
Saved by the Bell,
There you
and you're
go.
like,
So
they
funny.
were
It's a great
so
example.
cool.
Yep.
I want a phone.
Yep,
Yeah.
everyone did.
And now, I was watching somebody with their little stupid watch, right?
Yeah, you don't even have to have your phone. You can
Listen,
have it on your
it's
watch.
like being a crackhead and putting it right in your friggin' vein. Like, so,
Absolutely.
Right? We have to get these big, giant phones.
Very, very
And then
inconvenient.
we're
So
like,
now we have a watch.
now we need a little tiny one, too. And it's like, that's pretty weird. I refuse. I don't like watches anyway.
Or when
but-
people are like full on walking past you having conversations, and you're like, "Who the hell are they talking to?"
that's
I'm
why I
like,
put-
"Oh, your phone."
That's why I put
Your-
on speakerphone
your
so people know I'm talking to someone.
That's good because I would think you were crazy.
It's all right. People apparently hate when you do that. So I'll be walking by on speakerphone. I do not give a darn. I'm telling you right now.
Looks better than the crazy person with the little thing in their ear that's
I
talking
think
to
we're-
themselves.
I think we're all crazy in our own way. So
We are.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Probably
But
true.
think about the anxiety that comes along with phones.
Yeah.
And their children will never understand a world where they can't touch something and buy something they want immediately. They cannot access their parents immediately. Parents can't access them. Like, wild.
That's why I train Benjamin by ignoring him sometimes.
That's good.
They always say there's only trade-offs in life.
It's only trade-offs.
Only trade-offs. So we'll get back to some actual business.
Okay.
I sent Jeff a couple things. We just got in a truckload of like 9 Chevy Traxes. And we had been without them for a month.
Good deal.
And right this morning, I saw a thing came up that said it actually got a Car and Driver 10 Best redesigned tracks, which
They're
we
super cute,
already
too.
knew. But very cool that, listen, it's super cool when a $100,000 Denali gets an award.
Yeah.
Who the hell is going to go buy, like, oh, got an award, let me go spend $100,000.
Right. But look at this.
$21,495.
Brand
like,
new.
What a
Can't beat it.
great price to start at for a brand new car.
Yeah.
We sell so many used cars that are in that same price range. But that is brand new, factory warranty, redesigned, good gas mileage, pretty roomy.
Super cute.
And then immediately we get a couple in and we sell one.
Love
Like
it.
literally the next day.
It's a great little family car.
I don't know if we don't have that pic there, but yeah, immediately we sold a white one right after that. So pretty cool.
Was
I'm
that
sure-
the picture you had, Jeff, of the white, the
no.
couple? Oh, a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the exact same picture, but
Maybe it was.
yeah. So anyway, pretty cool. We
Yeah.
got some of those in stock. The guys will probably sell them all very fast, but I have a little bit of insight that we have 30 ordered.
What?
All right.
So over
well,
the
that's
next-
a great price range for
Yeah.
a new car. Oh,
Yeah.
yep, there
over
they
the
are.
over the next 30 days, we will have about 30 tracks come through, and we will sell some of them very quickly. But if you are in the market for a car, the Trax is one of the best values. Like, I'm a value person. I
Yeah.
love cool, expensive stuff, but it's not realistic, right?
Right.
Like, I like getting a lot for my money.
Yeah, well, this
That's why I
this
like
is
pizza.
even like in the price range to do
Don't ignore my pizza comparison.
like
Did
a
he say
brand
that?
like your first car. Like that price range, you could get a brand new beautiful
Right.
car for your first car at that price range.
Right. And then, one of those little hidden things that we
And
always...
you could get some pizza. You could eat your pizza in the car.
It's true. If you deliver pizza, that'd be a good
You
car.
could deliver, yeah. Very cost
Think about how many
efficient
pizzas you could fit in the back
on
of that.
gas.
Maybe we can go down to Vito's and just get the empty boxes and do a pizza. How many
Let's-
pizzas could you fit?
Holly, can we come see you?
But anyway,
That would be great. Let's do
that's finally some good news on the inventory front. We had been basically without any of those small SUVs
Yeah, we had
for
a lot of big trucks.
almost 30 days.
Which
so.
still do, but those little
Yeah.
ones are nice.
Well, then like the next thing I saw we sold was a Denali Ultimate. It's like super
they're so
badass diesel.
fire.
Yeah. But guess which one I'm more likely to buy? I'm a lot closer to the Trax these days than the old
Listen,
Denali Ultimate. So
Life.
Yeah.
Life.
for sure. I told Benjamin, once you're gone and I don't have to pay for you anymore, I'll be able to buy cooler stuff.
I'm going to live my best life. No, then your daughter is just going to get more expensive. She's going to need a car shortly. Like it's you're
The math is
kind of
going to
like
work out. Like
finish
as soon
circle
as
and she's
Benjamin's-
right in.
Yeah, as soon as Benjamin's car's paid for, she'll be due for a car.
Yeah.
It's like deep breath. Deep
Yeah,
breath.
I got 4 teenagers with 4 cars. I mean,
It's too many.
yeah.
So
It's a lot of
speaking of teenagers, you guys got senior night coming up.
We have senior night tonight. Yes, it's the boys' last home game. We have one more game, and then
Yep.
we go into playoffs. But pretty exciting. We got 4.
Boy, that is some red uniforms.
Yeah, they are. Those are so red. We
Good
have
Lord.
4 graduating.
Like a bunch of licorice.
We have 1 going off to be a fireman, and the other 4 going off to play baseball and signed with different colleges. So they are
Nice.
all successful. We have played with these kids on these teams since they have been 4 years old. So it's pretty exciting to start this mission when they're young, of consuming their time in life with family and baseball and basketball, and and it worked.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
It worked.
Very exciting.
I'm gonna try to get them on the show. They'll
That'd be a great
cute.
idea.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think as this year wraps up, and especially with Aces, Traces, and all that getting ready to heat up, I think we should have some of those kids on here. Like,
Yeah.
we get to meet them, do these interviews, and do all this stuff.
Life changing.
And that is, behind the scenes. And some of those kids, you're like, man, like, you could be an inspiration to other kids who think this isn't possible.
Yeah.
Like, right, you got great grades, excelled in sports, volunteered, going to college,
Yes.
and the kid next to you in the same class thinks there's no hope out there.
Yeah.
Like, something doesn't add
You're
up.
right. You kind of sometimes lose faith in kids, and then you sit with kids and you're just like,
It's because I
"Dang."
see them at the gym and they can't bench 135, but they dress like they can.
They look good. That's really important nowadays.
Drives me crazy.
Or listen, put on some normal clothes. Come in here and
Yeah.
work a little
Throw
harder.
a freaking T-shirt on and go lift some weights. Like, come on, guy. Unbelievable.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're not even supposed to be judging over there.
This isn't Planet Fitness. We'd be judging. That's what we do.
I do not go to Planet Fitness
Listen.
just for that reason.
Good and bad. You'd be like, wow, that person's really like that. They're really getting it, man. That kid's strong or whatever. And then you're like,
Like,
all
wow.
right, you've taken 18 pictures and done 2 sets. Like, listen, I'm a fat guy, right? So I don't have any abs. So I can't really
you can't
argue
complain.
too much. However, I cannot understand why these dorks are checking their abs every 5 seconds. They
You're
didn't
like,
go
flex.
anywhere. If they were there the first time, they're there the second time. Like, what are you doing?
You're like, it takes a lot longer
Like,
to get
you're
abs
doing
than
legs,
this,
and then you're
right?
like, ugh, look at my abs.
Well, guys, Gonzo's been at it.
Look at yes.
this.
I'm so proud of these 2.
Yeah.
Working out.
Talk about CrossFit changing people's lives. We see it often. If you are looking for life-changing experience, CrossFit,
That's right.
they are killing it. And we got Mike and his son.
And is
And
that
he
a
goes before school.
super recent picture?
Yeah, it's brand new. They just
So
posted it.
Gonzo has lost like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
good.
Doing really good. I saw him over there eating an orange this morning. Or what are those little
Changing
oranges?
habits.
Little
Tangerine?
cuties.
Yeah, a little cutie.
Little cuties eating
Good.
those little
Well,
things.
the thing that you get with that picture is you get led by example, right? I mean, it's really easy for us to not be making good choices with eating and activities.
Why you look at me when you say eating?
I'm just saying.
Pizza. I don't know.
But then, his son gets up, I think, 3 or 4 days a week before school, before
In
practice,
season.
in
Nice.
season,
Yep.
yeah. And
Dedication.
goes. Yes.
Absolutely.
So that
Yeah.
is very cool.
Well, and I'll tell you, I as a coach always tell these kids, like, if you're doing the bare minimum of what we ask you, it's not enough.
It's not enough. It's not
You
gonna.
know, you can show
It's not
up,
gonna make you stand out.
You can play, but you're not going to be great at whatever it is you say you want to be great at if you just do the bare minimum.
Yep.
And
True.
that's a little extra stuff. And then I always kind of speculate that if you can get up early, take that amount of workload, still excel in school, still play your sport, still be a decent person,
Yeah,
you're set for life.
You are.
Like, that's the real reality.
Those
like,
are the tools that you are getting.
We complain all the time,
Work
but
hard.
we don't ever
Work is
stop,
routine.
right? Like,
No.
Yeah.
It does not get easier.
No.
I tell my kids that all the time. Like, I don't know who told you life was easy. It is really hard, and you better find the blessings in the hard work.
Yep, and that stuff never changes. Like, you're never going to have time management, not have time management,
Yeah.
not work hard, not do a little extra.
Have someone bossing you around that you don't like. Like, these are all things that you have to to adjust to.
Bossing me around.
Like, Christy, you don't tell me what to do. You boss me around. You're
Yeah,
the boss.
but you like me. That's different.
I know. Listen, actually, you don't boss me around. You'd be like, this would probably be a good idea. And I'm like, okay, I got it. Yep. Jumping in a pool. No problem.
That was one time. You jumped in one pool.
You're never going to hear the end of it.
No. Hey,
It was winter,
funny you say that
mind
because
you.
I was brainstorming over the weekend.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
You know, everybody always says there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
I feel like we should just have a day where you go try and do as much stuff as possible.
Live or
That'd
record?
be so fun.
Nah, we have to record. We'll
We'll
be
do
live. We're just
everything.
gonna just walk around all day with a phone live. Like,
We'll do everything.
Just be like walking, be like, hey.
We could start from needles, work all the way up.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Like,
Hiking, river, biking. I don't have a bike, but I could find one.
we have electric Hummer bikes in the showroom.
Oh, yeah.
Can't ride
What if
them.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
Will you ride
Chris
one and
said
I'll
no.
ride one and we'll go on a ride?
No. I ain't riding no bike.
It's electric, though, Shane.
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool, right?
Would.
Just be like, there's nothing to do here, and then just go do like 10 things in a day.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
We could do
so
that.
many things.
Right. You can go gamble.
Never.
No thanks.
All right, Jeff will have to do that part.
Yeah, that's Jeff.
I can do that.
You take like, you know what's funny is like, everybody's like, I don't gamble, and then you watch them, they're on their phone betting sports all day long.
Same thing.
That I
What
don't
about
do.
like the little
Yeah.
fish games? All of a sudden you get like these Apple
What's a
charges.
little fish game?
Like the games that people play,
I
and then
play.
you're buying bigger
play no
fish or
games.
whatever the heck you're buying before
I do
you know
remember.
it. You're like 300 deep in
Hold on.
Apple.
Hold up your old mug. No.
Oh.
Let's age ourselves. Do you remember when anybody had farms on Facebook?
Yeah.
What was that? People are obsessed about their farms on Facebook. Like,
Yeah.
what was that?
I remember that.
Paris Hilton and who was it? They did a farm show, remember?
So weird. Unbelievable.
Well, back then, think about it. Like we were
How
intrigued
bored
with
were
what
we?
people were doing in their life.
Really bored.
I was not. I literally was watching a
You
commercial.
watched MTV. Well, there used to be actual videos. Now you don't even see a
I don't
video
watch any of that
ever.
stuff. And they had some super weird themed love dating island thing. And I just thought, and I wanted to talk a bunch of stuff, you know, because I'm like, who
Like,
in the
who would
hell?
watch
And then I thought, there's like 80 of these, so clearly someone's watching it.
Listen, I'm in.
Did you see the one where it was
Bandcamp
like,
rules. It's so crazy, but it just.
hold on, wait, you're going to
entertaining.
love this. Have you seen this one? I saw this on Joe Rogan. Where it's like cougars and then young guys, but the mom and the son are in the same house. So the young guy is like going after the other moms while this mom's going.
Weird.
Oh, boy.
Have you seen that?
No.
Is that the wildest thing you've ever seen?
Crazy.
Too far.
We are a weird,
Too
weird
far.
place.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus's mom married a man who had dated the sister or something. I mean, there's some weird stuff happening out there.
To each his own.
People, listen.
If
People
you have
give,
to go out after
listen,
your
people
child's
give me a hard time for watching pro
boyfriends.
wrestling. Pro wrestling's way less weird than the world. Like, what are you talking about?
Yes.
At least we know
I
that's like
agree.
a show. You people are just watching.
Stupid
people.
stuff.
It's weird.
It's
That's
true.
funny.
Listen, give me that deal of the week,
Kardashians are
Arganda. I'm
great.
gonna go off. I'm gonna say.
Am I going to get the beeps ready?
You,
Hold on.
if you don't have the beeps ready, you better get to the deal of the week because I can't handle it anymore. The Kardashians ruined us. Stupid Kardashians.
Oh, boy.
Making millions.
Yeah.
No, they're making billions.
billions. Yeah. They're
Yes.
Lots of
Thanks
money.
a lot for your contribution.
Lots of crazy money.
Unbelievable. You better find that deal of the week.
This is
I'm
why,
about to take-
this is
I'm
why
about
we're
to throw
on
my
two
headset
separate ends of the
off
world.
here.
You're looking for people bombing people, and I'm just looking for people rich and making fun of themselves.
Yeah, no, I think that's terrible. Like, if money is the only value that we care about, like, you see some absolute
Well, the
terrible
funniest
stuff on the
part
internet, they're
about-
like, yeah, well, they're getting paid. Like, that's not a justification for being bad.
The best part about the Kardashians is they can have all the money in the world and can't keep healthy relationships. So it goes back to the fact that you have to be a normal person in life.
Yeah.
Money isn't going to solve your problems.
No.
I mean, it makes it easy
Yeah.
to travel the
Look
world.
at how many these influencer kids when they're young, like
Jeff,
their
you have deal of
families
the week or
I
no?
do.
influence
I
them.
was letting you guys talk.
These kids are screwed up when they get older.
Jeff wants us to make a mistake. He
No,
wants us
no,
to
no,
get
no, no.
fired.
Not at all. So we do have 2 deals of the week.
Oh, let's
Two
go.
Are you guys
deals
ready?
of the week.
Ready.
So the first one's going to be a 2021 Hyundai Venue. This is a SEIVT. This car has
SVIET?
Like,
yeah.
What is all that
Sounds like a
mean?
Sesame
Well,
Street
Is it
car.
electric?
no. It has an engine in it. It has
Honda
61,173
stepped up their
miles.
game. They got some cute cars.
This car right here
You
is
think
under
that's cute?
$15,000,
No, some cute
guys.
cars, I said.
Under 15 grand, you can pick this one up for right out here at Finley Used Car Center in Fort Mojave.
Like it. That's a
The
good
second deal we have, and I think I don't know how this other picture of a truck got in here, but just don't mind the AT4 you see when it comes up. I couldn't get it out of there, but
Well, it's
anyways,
because they
this
wanted
one,
to just
yeah,
shine.
maybe they wanted to sell it. I don't know. 21 Nissan Kicks right here.
Oh, look at
This is a
that.
SV with 62.
I didn't even know you switched. I thought it was the same vehicle.
We do.
I know, that's crazy, huh? The
Oh,
truck's
look
not involved.
it.
Okay, 62,684
That's
miles.
cute.
And that is also right around 15, little over 15 grand.
Ooh, good
So
deal.
both of those vehicles you can get for under, let's just say 16. How's that?
I like it.
All right.
Those are good ones.
So
And the
those are
truck.
your
Look at the truck.
deals of the week, guys. Get on out
If
on
you
Fort
start
Mojave.
here, then you could get the truck.
Yes.
That's what it's trying to say.
Yeah.
So we always have a little saying in the car business: you got to walk before you can run.
Yeah.
So everybody always comes in and wants to buy the truck, but if you've never bought anything,
Yeah, you got to start
like,
smaller.
think about it from the bank's perspective. They're like, hey, person, we
hey,
have
you're
no idea
21
who
years
you are.
old, You've never had a car loan
We're not going to loan you
before.
$60,000 on your
Like,
first
I'm
visit.
21 now.
Yeah, I have a job for 6 weeks. Like,
Or
get a
interview.
little car, get a little payment,
Yes.
prove some history,
Yes.
and then go from there.
2 years. In 2 years, you can get what you want if you do it right.
There you go.
Absolutely. And then the other alternative, if you don't like that, is you can pay cash.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you don't have cash, then maybe you should pipe down a little bit. How about that?
You're a little feisty today.
Got
Is
me
it
all
'cause
worked
my-
up. The
Monday.
goddamn Kardashians.
The Kardashians. Blame it on them.
It's because my wrinkles look better. Is that?
Yeah, I got distracted. Look at that smooth forehead. Did we talk about OJ dying?
We did
Okay,
not.
whoa.
We didn't
Did we
talk
talk
about
about
it.
OJ
We didn't
dying?
talk about it.
OJ died.
Listen,
Does anyone care?
I think a lot of people care.
I think
it's
no.
really you are
To make
seeing
fun of it.
like different feelings flowing across everywhere, where
Yeah.
people are like, burn in hell.
So this
And
is a
people are like,
really
"Oh."
abstract comparison, but it's kind of like people who didn't live through 9/11.
Not understanding.
Like they're just kind of disconnected from it. Like
Yeah.
when that happened,
Yeah.
OJ on the run, in the Bronco, the trial.
Yeah.
It was every Saturday Night Live skit. It was every
Yeah.
pop culture
Took
thing.
over.
It was,
well, and you didn't have.
and
like-
OJ was a star. People forget. OJ
Yeah.
was in movies. OJ was on TV. He was a sportscaster. He was a, I think he
Married
was a
to a
Heisman winner.
beautiful
Yeah.
Like star with the
model.
Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Well, you didn't have like right now. You could find anything anywhere 24/7, but you really had to sit in front of a TV and watch what was going on, and people sat there while
Oh, yeah.
he drove.
Didn't the Bronco chase happen during some famous event? Wasn't it during a World Series game or a? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, because I
remember
remember
how old I
the
was.
TV broke for breaking news,
Yes.
and
and
it was
everyone
the
freaked
Bronco.
out. Yeah, yeah.
So weird.
Did you see the Bronco hearse that they were like? It was
Yes.
kind of funny.
That's too soon.
I'll tell you, the
Too
internet
soon.
is savage, and they do not miss a beat. Like, man.
It did say that all his children were with him when he passed, from both sides of his children's families, and
Well,
everybody had to sign NDAs, so we're never going to know what was said.
yeah, well.
I mean, we just kind of want to know what was said.
Oh, what a mess.
Go get my mom's going to get
There
you
are so
one.
many memes we don't even want to start.
What a way to start the week. If you guys aren't fired up after this, I don't know.
All right, let's go through the
You're
events.
just not our kind of people.
Real quick, Christy, you want to go through
We
the
came to
events?
party today.
Let's go!
All right, here we go. First up.
I'm excited about this mixer, May 2nd, 5:30. Anyone who wants to be there will be there. It's a good one.
Good
These
one.
girls are hilarious, and they're going to have drinks. I mean, no better
What?
reason.
A
to go to
community event with
mixer.
drinks?
No way.
I never would have
Raffle prizes,
guessed.
food, drinks.
Wow.
The lovely ladies.
All right. Well,
Lovely
speaking of
ladies.
food,
Chef S.
here's more.
I know. I really need to find out more about this. We need to see.
Are
I
we
need to call.
going?
We need to get,
Chef
we need to
Fest.
get a table.
Food
Yeah,
Fest.
what
Shane,
is-
you got to go.
June 6th. What do I got going
I
June
definitely do not
6th?
have to go.
Well,
I kind of think this is
But I'll
your
be-
space.
listen,
Like, this may be
food,
something you
food.
actually enjoy.
As a fat guy, let me tell you, people try to be too fancy. I just want good food.
Just give me some meat. Can I have a slab
They're like,
of
I've
meat?
got a mint flavored steak, and you're like, I don't want a mint flavored steak. Like, why would you do that?
Dude, it does not sound good.
Like
Just a normal
every time
steak.
they do a theme and they do some weird thing, you're
It
like,
is true.
there are good flavors. They already exist. You don't have to create crazy
have to go
things
any
for
further.
everyone to talk about.
okay. All right, and then we got the Hot Rods and Harleys
this,
event.
this weekend. River Cruisers, they'll be on the show shortly as well. It's at the Avi. It's always a good event. They put on a good event. And it's Hot Rods and Harleys, so there's going to be all
So
kinds
get
of
your
stuff.
Hot Rod and Harley ready.
So I heard a story that we are in the works of trying to put a little something together. Maybe we'll join the River Cruisers.
What?
Probably
That
a
would
little
be
ways out,
fun.
but
They're
if we
good
could pull
people.
this off, that'd be cool.
Let's
That would
pull
be
it
cool.
off. They're amazing.
Really cool.
It'd be way cool.
Mr. and Mrs. Moran are my river cruiser people, and I just love them. And they are
Yeah,
great.
they're
and
great
busy in the
folks, great in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good customers, good people.
Yep.
Good people.
Good people. What else?
That's it.
What happened?
We're caught up.
I was like, is there a...
We are caught up.
Oh, I just love them. I'm
Yeah.
excited. They're going to come on the show.
I think we should actually, so we'll do a little brainstorming here live on the air if anybody is paying attention. But, you know, we've done community spotlights for years now. And I think
2.5 years.
maybe we start doing some people spotlights.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You know, like we would do a community spotlight per se on like the river cruisers, but man, we just did one on those folks because they're involved in other things.
Yeah.
Like they do a lot of stuff around town. They're like we all meet these people that are just, you know,
exceptional.
good folk. Like we talked about maybe it was a year or two ago, the guy who was like basically the lifeblood of Needles baseball behind the scenes, like fields, announcing, you know, support. And that guy's like a local legend.
He is so cool.
It'd be cool to find people like that and just
Just
find
even
out
to
who
listen
they
to their
are, what makes them
history.
tick. Why are you doing this? Like,
Yeah.
because there's people like that everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about
Great. Sherry and Jean Quinn.
Sherry and Jean Quinn,
Kiwanis for like, I don't know, 30 years.
right?
Yeah.
And they can't stay away. They're always doing something to help people. And
I'm always like, 30 years of this? Are you not exhausted?
yep,
You know,
there's-
they grew their children up in it. I mean, it's just a lifestyle for them.
So I think maybe that's where our next phase of spotlights go is to
This is
Individual-
why he's the man
individuals, yeah.
behind the ideas.
I like to throw vague ideas at you and watch you make them something. That's my.
Make it happen.
Do I do well?
You do well.
All right.
Yeah, it works really well.
We need to start growing, though.
I agree.
What should we do, guys? You got ideas?
I feel like you're
We wanna
scheming.
listen.
Are you up to something?
I don't know. You know me. I'm always
All right, we
trying
gotta
to
get off
do
the air before we give up our secrets.
something. Okay, yes.
Oh, yeah. yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Before we get on
Listen,
any other topics,
there's
we've
enough
taken
people
enough of your
borrowing
time.
our ideas.
Yeah, no doubt.
We don't need any more.
I know.
You just gave them more.
I mean, listen, I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys have seen there's a lot more spotlights of customers and
At least
people
change the
lately,
name. Come on.
Which is, you know, I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I know we didn't invent the name, but
So
in the last like 2 months,
I
I've seen
will
a
say
lot
this.
of
I do think
Copycats.
that we have
I'll
moved
say
the
it.
needle a couple
Not
times
copycats.
where even in like community involvement and things like that, you know, we definitely weren't the first, but I do think we helped nudge people to get more involved. And if that is the same thing with spotlights or whatever everyone's into, then
I like
so
it.
be it.
So be it.
yeah.
I like it. Great job, everybody. The more people we can spotlight in this community, the better a community does.
So I've been up since like 4:30. I'm ready to go
You're
eat.
hungry. Hey, guys.
it's
10
lunch.
shop
o'clock is
local,
straight
shop
up lunchtime
local.
when you get up
You have
early.
ideas, send them our way.
All right,
See
guys.
you Thursday.
See you later.